Hello, working on Zephyr today, the 68. Things that I've done. Um, First of all, I'm going to make another video, a little video. This is stuff that I use for the filler. I put a little bit of metal on metal filler here where the muffler goes. That's where the battery goes if I were to ever do electric start again. Took the pad off. I got a new pad coming, a couple of them. It's actually an old black rubber mat, and I just have to cut it, and put some type of resin. It really doesn't matter what it is. Cut it to the size of this, and then resin this, sticker on there. Have to cut it around this here, and of all places, Walmart actually had it, and it had about the same. It had the lines going this way. The same thing. Only thing it's black. It's like an 1/8 inch thick, and it's a 3x4 mat. So I'm gonna be cutting that, like I said, and then put it to size. I got this one pulled off pretty decent shape. I just have some pitting. See, this is what happens right here. This is what you want to look out for. And if you have to, first of all, I'm going to take a wire wheel, and I'm going to wire wheel this right into the cavity, what you would call it. It's like dental work. And then I'm going to use some of this stuff you see on here, metal on metal. It's like a Bondo, it applies like that. And it's got the two parts, it's got your hardener and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to fix this up a little bit. And trying to make sure that when we put resin or whatever contact cement, waterproof stuff, make sure that we got it, all the way to the edge here, because you don't want anything to, any moisture or anything get in between this and rust out. Kind of like that right there. But, back in the day we used to drive these things like there was nothing at all. And this day and age are classics, and we'll hardly be riding it like we did. We kind of got out of the snowmobile thing, got into the ATVs. I mean, there's still collectors out there that like to take them on little trails and snowmobile meets, which I might do that once I get, this all together with a nice seat cover, and get this brand new. I have to still get the sprocket off here, 5-inch sprocket. I got a 2-jaw wheel puller. Really, that's the only thing you can actually use for this type of sprocket, and where it is, because you can't use a 3-jaw puller, because you have like three arms that come down and behind here, and it angles to an angle. I haven't seen a lot of videos on the correct way of pulling these sprockets out the shaft, to change your cogwheel or anything like that. So this is what I'm going to do. Get the 2-jaw. I might just snap the chain. It's a number 40. And I'm going to have to get a replacement chain with the special link that actually links up both ends. And it's always a good idea, to change. If you're going to go this part into a restoration, you have to take the drive shaft off and everything, have to check the bearings, replace the bearings if you need to. Probably should anyways. You never know. Using old stuff, what might happen in the future. So we'll see about that when we get this off. And just make sure you don't damage the threads, because that can lead into a bigger problems yet. You know, when you're trying to pull something off like this. But yeah, this is my motor with the 295. I had a 394 put in it, so I pretty much bought this here in Midland, Michigan, from Mickey's Vintage Sleds. I think I got fortunate to find one. It looks in really nice shape. Oh, you need a bearing. This is off a 394 bearing, and the belt rides on that. I don't know if we can still get these, or just any type of bearing would actually do. That's something I have to look into at a later time, after I get more of the snow machine done here, the body work and that. But yeah, there's some of my rear drive cog wheels and stuff like that. It's always nice to have extra parts on hand if you need them. They're kind of wore. That's why I take my time. The more you take your time with it, the more you are able to find, because sometimes you can't just find the parts, you know, like you want. Okay, there's my muffler. I'm going to clean that up and paint it with the heat-resistant paint. There's my chain box. I might get a new one of them from a guy out of Canada. He reproduces the chain box. He reproduces this toolbox on here and a clutch guard. And here's the toolbox. And then there's my foot pads. But yeah, I got some goodies here that I got for the snow machine, which is really nice. You could see in there how cracked that is, the clutch guard. Well, that's because the motor was way too big, and it was busting through the fiberglass. And of course, over the years, you know, that stuff warps or whatever. My gas line, I got some other goodies in there that I found. But anyways, this is it for this video of the 1968 Zephyr. Thanks for watching.